Hello, good people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. 10:30 here. A very bright, sunny day. Perhaps it might rain later. We do not know. So today I want to do this early morning. I want to do two reviews for you. Basically, I have quite a few fragrances I am yet to take down. I wrote them down. You guys know, but I can never quite finish them. I just want to finish them, so I just gonna give it some push. And many of these fragrances they belong to my friends, or they're on loan, or sometimes they're like more on most part they are sample reviews. So I have one sample review today, which is going to be a designer. Second one's going to be full presentation, which is, watch out for that one. I mean, that's an Ishane fragrance, only one review so far, I think. And I think the most underrated, one of the best fragrances for summer, that I'm going to review, that is Boss first. But let's look at House of Hugo Boss. You guys know my love for Hugo Boss. If you type Hugo Boss Joy Amin, you'll find I think a lot of Hugo Boss fragrance reviews. Obviously not everything, but I do try to cover everything that's around me or available here. So there's a line called The Scent, okay, which did not get so much love, but they did not bother because they're a big company. They came up with Hugo Boss The Scent Intense, then Hugo Boss The Scent Private Accord, Hugo Boss The Scent Parfum, and then they also came up with Hugo Boss Absolute, The Scent Absolute, I think that's the fragrance. Basically, this fragrance I made a mistake. I will tell you everything about it, but I made a mistake. I thought I saw George's review, Fragrance Apprentice, and he spoke so highly of it. And I was like, damn, I need that. Then I saw one of the pages brought it, and I thought this is the fragrance I was buying, but ended up buying the perfume edition because the box was so beautiful. I did not actually pay attention much and ended up buying the fragrance. This is a totally different fragrance than this, at least on the opening. But I really was sad I couldn't review it. So big thanks to one of my dear brothers, brother Syed Amjad Ali. I want to get his full name right. He's from Bangladesh. He's actually, I think, mostly from Middle Eastern countries. He lived there. This brother, he ordered some decants from me, and he came to meet me. To my surprise, he brought me this gift on Eid. Okay, and this fragrance, he gave me generous sample of 5 ml. That is something we didn't never met before, we never talked before except that one transaction. So I cannot tell you how much I appreciate this. Really means a lot, because when he posted this, he bought this fragrance like last month, and I think he really liked it. He called this like similar to ultra male sweetness. I got really intrigued by it more, and I said I wish I could sniff it. So brother remembered that and he decanted it for me on the house. So thank you so much for your gift, brother. Here's the time for the review. Let's see how this one does. So basically, I think this is the last flanker after the perfume edition, and this one gets a lot of love. Still not discounted. The price is very high. I think around $75 to $85 retail, which is expensive. I cannot show you the bottle, but pretty much I will show you. This is the Hugo Boss The Scent. I have a 200 ml, beautiful looking bottle. Okay, and the other ones, they get a little bit dark, and the Absolute and Private Accord, they have a bit darker shade to the glass, more ambery color, and 150 ml standard bottle size. I used to own Private Accord, but I sold it off one time. I needed some urgent cash. I had to let it go. I missed that Private Accord. So I covered Private Accord, The Scent, Perfume, and this is gonna be the fourth. And there's another one called The Scent Intense. I smelled it, just the same smell like this, the scent, but just that bit stronger note, different from the notes breakdown. This one is different. Okay, so in Fragrantica, this one listed as like maninka fruit, vetiver, and I think there is ginger, 3 notes only. So I've been testing it from 5 ml. I think now I have about 3 ml left. I tested for 2 ml. On my hand it's there. This is pretty beautiful. Okay, first 1 to 2 hours is very different from the scent, but what follows dry down is typical maninka fruit, little bit of leather on the dry down, but not as much leather as the scent itself. So the first 2 hours, what I get, let me spray this. This one I think comes in EDP concentration, I don't know, but the performance is pretty solid on this. In the high heat also, this one lasts on me about 6 to 7 hours, which the scent gives me more like a 4 hours in Bangladesh condition, 3 to 4 hours. So longevity, it's better in cold weather. This whole line pretty much is good for cold weathers. The maninka fruit, basically in this, it's kind of sweet, nutty, and then kind of ambery. Okay, so it's kind of similar family with the one EDT, that fragrance, but the one EDT is much more out there than this one. So this one, I don't think it's sold so well, but Hugo Boss, usually designer house, they sell the Boss bottle line a lot. The Hugo by Hugo, that sells a lot. So Boss bottle line doing pretty well. This one, the Private Accord, I think right now, this one, I think it's Absolute, right? Yeah. Should have checked the name. I think it's Absolute, yeah. So absolutely beautiful opening. This one gets a lot of fruits to my nose. The brother said, Amjad Bhai said he gets kind of like something that is offered in Ultra Male by Jean-Paul Gaultier. I can kind of see that because a lot of fruits and very sweet opening. And I do not detect so much of leather in this, which is a good news because that leather can be a little bit off-putting because it smells, leather smells a little bit animalic to my nose. In the original, the Boss the scent, but this one they made it more fruity, more sweet, less leathery, and I don't think there is that much pepper in this. Is not that spicy, but mild spicy, kind of like amber thing going on, like a spicy amber, mild spicy amber. That's what you get from this in the opening. Absolutely stunning opening, but if you do not like Hugo Boss the scent DNA, you shouldn't buy this perfume. One thing, why? Because the dry down just after 1 hour and a half it's gonna go pretty much in that direction, and the dry down it will smell a lot like the Boss. Okay, but it's better, more soothing, and I think less daring than the scent for me. Okay, juice color is nice, bottle is beautiful, and I think this fragrance is gonna work out in fall perfectly. Winter, good. Fall time, little bit mild cold weather, Bangladesh winters, this is gonna last about 7 to 8 hours. Absolutely good performance. The Private Accord and this, great. Women's line, I tried Private Accord, Hugo Boss, the scent Private Accord, amazing fragrance. Women's one, try that out. That one is a definite 10. Okay, so I think you wait for the prices to go down. It will come under $55 maximum to 60. That would be a good price point. Do not pay retail on this one. Okay, the brother I think imported it from overseas and he paid a lot more, but the love of fragrance there. So basically respect. So thank you Amjad Bhai for your generous gift to me. This fragrance is very solid fragrance. This is better than the scent original, definitely in terms of smell and performance, even though this one has less notes, and I do not detect that much vetiver in this. Whatever follows is maninka fruit, mild leather, and amber to my nose, and it's mild sweet. On the opening it's more fruity sweet. Okay, if you want from this line really something winter wearable, look this way. The perfume edition comes in a premium niche packaging. This one has the leather, okay, and this one has that iris. I think this one goes more deorum intense, but it's only good for winters. This one I love a lot. Okay, this one, it was a good mistake. It was a successful mistake. So overall, how much I give the Absolute? Hugo Boss the Scent Absolute gets a solid 9 out of 10. Why? I was going to give it 8, but one additional point for the longevity. This one has good push, about 1.5 hour projection. It will be good for dating purpose, like wherever you wear a La Nuit de l'Homme Dior Intense. This is a like a younger brother to those. All right, check out Hugo Boss the Scent Absolute. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a nice day. Time to move on to the second review, which is going to be Nishane. Take care. Bye bye.